Hey guys, what's up? My name is Gustavo and I'm here in partnership with Media Unlocked to do a review on the BackStory 15 from Gimbal. Okay guys, so I am an advertising photographer based here in Lexington, Kentucky, and I've been on the search for the perfect bag for almost a year now. For 11 straight months, I have purchased bags, asked for bags to be sent to me, and every single one I've either sent back or I just was not in love with for multiple reasons. So I reached out to Media Unlocked. We reached out to Think Tank, and Think Tank sent us the BackStory 15 because I thought it was going to be my perfect everyday bag, and it comes so close. It's the closest that I've actually had in my hands to being my perfect bag. And I'm going to tell you a couple things I love about it here in a few minutes, but I just kind of want to give you a little backstory about what happened here. Get it? BackStory 15. So I want to give you a little backstory about what happened here as far as how I came across the bag and what I use the bag for. So like I said, I was searching the internet for the perfect bag. I was looking for a bag that ticked all the boxes. I needed something that was going to be, it was going to look good on me. You know, obviously I'm a bigger guy, so I wanted something that was going to look good on me, something that was going to hold at least one body, at least 1 to 2 lenses, and a flash with a remote control, some extra batteries, some extra cards, all the stuff that we're going to take out on the street and on the shoot when we're shooting and scooting down the road. Now, this is not a roller bag. This is not something that you're going to take through the airport and just have it rolling behind you with all your luggage. This is not a bag that you're going to take out. It's going to take your entire studio with you. I have those bags, and they are Think Tank bags. But you are not going to get all that gear into this. So don't come into this bag thinking you're going to get that. This is a smaller, lightweight, take it with you wherever you go bag. This is not a bag that you're going to take all of your studio with you in. So this is a smaller, lightweight bag that you're going to be able to walk the streets with, get in and out of your bag really quick, to have your gear ready to go. And you're going to be able to carry a water bottle with you, a small tripod, and have all the stuff that you need immediately at your fingertips. I have my laptop in here. I have power banks in here. Hard drives and everything else, that's all in here, and you'll see that in a little bit. But as far as the usage on the bag, when I went, my most recent trip, I went to Florida, I used it on set for a couple of days where we had all of our gear already set up and stationed in one area. This was my to and from the set bag. So I put everything in here from lunch, to my gear, laptops, hard drives, all that stuff that I needed to take back every night, download, upload for the client to see online, and then I took this back to the set the next day with my most important gear in it and with my batteries charged in it, memory cards erased, and all that good stuff. So without further ado, let's get into the actual bag itself. This thing holds a ton of gear. And when I say a ton of gear, it will feel like a ton of gear when you fully load this bag. But with these straps on this, you're not going to feel the entire load, and I love that alone. Think Tank has probably, if not the most comfortable straps in the world on camera backpacks. They are definitely top 1 or 2. I can't think of another company that is going to be coming in that is going to give you the same amount of comfort and padding inside of their straps, save it for maybe one. But yeah, I love this bag as far as comfortability on it. You're going to have all the padding in the back, so you're going to be able to run with this thing no matter where you're at. It's got some good airflow in here. We can attach it to our luggage with the luggage strap, so I'm all about this. When I did come back from Florida, this was what I used on the airplane. I just stuck that down on top of my luggage roller and rolled straight out of the airport with it. So it's a great bag to have with you no matter where you're at. One thing that I absolutely love about this bag, 100%, I wish more bags did this, is the easy access compartment that's in the top of the bag that you can actually pull a full gripped body out of and use on set all day. I had a DSLR body in here and it worked fine with a 24-70 on it when I was testing it. I also right now currently have the Sony a7 III with a 75-28 or 28-75, sorry, in here. That's fully gripped, fits in there perfectly. So if you need to get to it quick, it's off the shoulder, set it down, pull it out, go to shooting, put it back on your shoulder. Or you can walk around with it. It's going to be great. I love this compartment. This is like my favorite part of the bag. When I was looking for a bag for that full 11 months, this is what I looked for. I know that there are other brands that have hardened shell bags on the top of it. Not a fan. I don't want it to look like it's tactical when I'm walking down the road. So the overall aesthetic of this bag fit really well with what I'm going for. It did not look like a camera bag unless you know the Think Tank brand, and it's not very imposing. So that, I love it. I would get it just for that alone, all right? That's just my opinion. Next thing in it, in the front, huge compartment here in the front. I have a 15-inch MacBook Pro. Now this is actually a little mesh pocket in the front. I have my memory cards. I have a Leatherman that I use anytime I'm on the street itself or in the studio or even on location. I use a Leatherman for anything that I need to clamp lights in with, or if I need to cut something down and you know, maybe save the life of some, you know, small feral cat or something like that. So I've also got a raincoat in here for my camera. If I'm outside shooting on the street, which I have been a lot here lately, and here in Kentucky, we have 3 seasons. It's hot, cold, and crap. And right now it's crap. It's just dank. It is overcast, always raining or snowing. I don't want to get my gear wet. I pull this out of the front pocket, slap it on the camera. I'm walking around doing street photography. So I threw that in the front. And when you're in Florida, you're walking around the beach. You don't want to have a lot of seawater hitting your camera. Definitely carry a rain cover. It's going to save your life. So there's that. Now, oops, zip it back up. All right, cool. There's also a tablet space in here. I'm going to let you go online, look at all the different things that people can put in here. I did not carry all that stuff in here because I didn't want to load the bag down so much, but I did carry the 15-inch MacBook, and I have my power banks and everything on the inside. We'll get into that in just a second. And then my quick access stuff like my memory cards, the Leatherman, and things along those lines were all carried in the front. I think at one point I actually did carry my batteries in there as well, but we'll get into that in a little bit. I now carry those in the camera compartment no matter where I'm going or what I'm doing. So there is that. All right, let's flip it over really quick. It does have a back access, which makes it super hard to get into if you're trying to steal it or anything inside of it. I love that. Good security. You want that to happen, especially when you're on set somewhere in West Palm Beach, Florida, or something along those lines. You want that to be super hard to get into for anybody who wants to get to your gear. So I definitely recommend this. All right. Inside of here, I have my little Think Tank pouch with 2 extra batteries in it currently. There's 2 more batteries in the body, and I have 2 more on charge. So yeah, sorry for not being that prepared. In here, I also have a flash battery for my Godox flash. We'll get into that in a little bit, but that's my extra battery. I don't think I've even used a second battery in it so far, with as many flashes as that flash offers you. All right, awesome. So I have a Think Tank Powerhouse Pro here. This has power banks in it, a mouse in it, a couple different hard drives. I have a primary hard drive and a backup hard drive. All that fits in here really comfortably. I do have some extra knickknacks in the back, some dongles for my MacBook Pro, memory card readers and stuff like that in case something goes wrong with the MacBook Pro with the SD reader. It's always nice to have a little backup. This is a survival kit for me, but it also has all of my, again, all of my data and stuff in there. If I'm done with memory cards and I don't want to have to deal with pulling the memory card holder out, I just throw the memory cards in here. I know they're going to stay safe. Think Tank Powerhouse Pro, get it, you'll love it. It's a great little deal. All right, awesome. I also have inside of here, I have a Godox Speedlite. It's a 860 version 2. I use this on set, in studio, and on location a lot. I use it when I'm connecting gels to it. I use it for extra kickers. I'll throw it inside of a speed ring connector, and then we will slap that into the back of a softbox, and I'll use that for a fill flash, whatever. This is a great light to have as well to mount to the top of your camera, or if you're outside and you need a voice activated light stand when somebody's bringing their friend with them, have them hold it up here, and now it becomes an off-camera flash. I will flash that with my Godox trigger that sits on top of the camera. That also fits inside of here. And that is my lighting kit for when I'm on the road, if I'm just doing street photography. I don't go too crazy with this. I do have some fold-up soft boxes, but I've not been carrying them lately. It's just not my thing anymore. But typically, this is kind of what I'm carrying in the bag currently right now. Now, I also carry a massive Sigma 85mm 1.4 lens. This thing fits in here comfortably. And we'll talk about something I really love about the bag in a minute that keeps your lenses safe. You're going to love this, that no other bag does. But this all fits inside of here, and you'll see that it fits inside of here pretty easily. There's no issues. This is my entire street photography rig. So as I'm running around the street and I'm taking photos of random people, or if you see me working on the street with the model, or if I'm working in a gym with a fitness model and we're doing some kind of supplement advertisement or whatever, this is the rig that you're going to see me using. Maybe plus a sound gear box or something along those lines. But for the most part, this is what you're going to see. Okay. I want to show you something I love about this bag. It's just like, when I saw it, I was like, I can't believe people are not doing this. Okay. So really quick, inside of my lighting compartment here, you'll see what I typically do with other bags. So I actually put these together to create more padding. Okay. So I'll put 2 or 3 of these together to create more padding in the bottom of the bag for a lens, right? The problem is this takes away your dividers, and you're not able to actually throw a lot more stuff in here. And it kind of becomes annoying when you're trying to pull it out, and then when you're trying to put it back in, you got to fight with the bag, and you're just like, oh my God. Well, it's something I've learned to live with over the years until now. Like, I'm going to contact Think Tank and see if they'll just send me these. Okay. So inside of the bag itself, look at this. It's a padded, like massively padded divider. This thing sits right where those things would, and it's about the thickness of 4 of those dividers that Think Tank offers. I will take this, put that right in front of my lenses, especially on the bottom. If you know that your lens is going to be face down, I will throw that in there to keep super, super, super good padding and protection around my lens. That's phenomenal. Like, you'll actually see here at the very bottom of the bag, there's another one. There's 2. There's not just 1, there's 2. There's dose in there, man. Oh my God, that's amazing. That's phenomenal. Now I know I geek out over the stupidest stuff in bags, but I'm a bag guy. I have tons of bags. I have 18 different camera bags. Most of them are Think Tank bags. But this I know it's as small as it is, it's stupid, but to me it's a game changer. I love it. I think it's great. Throw that in the bottom. So if you're carrying a 70 to 200, if you're carrying a 200 to 400, anything with your camera attached to it, slap that in the bottom. Now you have that extra padding for when you set it down on the ground and maybe you set it down too hard. Boom, lens is protected. You don't really have to worry about it. It's an air cushion. It's just like super foamy stuff. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's something from like Mars or something. I don't know. It's great. You need that. And I just want them for any other bag that I've got, you know, so I love it. This is great. And I'll, of course, included in all Think Tank bags, rain cover, great. I've not had it out in the bad weather so far, so I'm not really sure how it performs on that. But if it's like my other Think Tank bags, I have no qualms about that at all. I think it's going to be a phenomenal bag in the rain. Now, that, like I said, is my current setup for anything that I'm doing on the run. If I'm going to run and gun, shoot and scoot down the road really quick, that is what I'm actually using in the bag currently. As far as getting into this, some people say they don't like to pull the back of the bags off and pull their lenses out. I think you're crazy. You absolutely want to set the bag down, open it up, make sure you're good. There's padding under you, switch your lenses out and go with it. I think Think Tank definitely knocked it out of the park with this bag. So yeah, I highly recommend the BackStory 15 on that alone. Now, another thing that I love about it, you're going to set it down on its face so your clothes aren't going to get dirty when you're walking around and running around and all that good stuff. So yeah, so the question remains, Gustavo, why are you not keeping the bag? And I'll tell you what, I'm actually going to give this bag away. So I'll have some kind of contest on my YouTube page and my Instagram and all that stuff pretty soon. You'll see that it. What's that?
What is that YouTube page? Go on, plug yourself.
It's Gustavo Alfaro Photography. We'll throw a link in the bottom here. But I'll tell you the one reason and the only reason I am not keeping this bag, and it is the only reason I'm not keeping this bag. I love the tripod holders and the water bottle holders on the side. I think it's got more than enough protection in it, but obviously I'm a big guy. And when I went into it, I went into it with dimensions in my head that I knew that I wanted. And that I had to have, one, because it looks better, two, because it feels good on my back. When you're walking around with a ton of gear on your back all day long, you want something that's not only comfortable in the shoulders like the Think Tank is, but you want to be able to feel that as you're moving around on your back without it throwing you off balance and all that. So when you're carrying a lot of gear, you want it to be, for me, I wanted it to be a little bit wider of a bag. So the bag that I'm actually going to keep, and the bag, my daily, everyday carry bag, is only about 2 inches wider. And if this bag had been 2 inches wider, I would have kept it. That is the one thing that I don't like about the bag. And unfortunately, it's the one box that I cannot tick that says that I want the bag. I'm going to keep the bag forever. I love everything else about it. This, like I said, the top compartment, my favorite #1 feature of the bag. Quick access to everything that you need right off the bat. Amazing padding. You can carry a ton of gear in it, and it's going to look good. It's going to feel good. It's not going to look like a camera bag. People are not going to target you in a crowd, and it is comfortable to carry from the strap perspective alone. If I were to put this on somebody like David, or if I were to put this on somebody of average size, it's going to be a phenomenal bag. You're not going to not like this bag. But for somebody of my size, I need a bigger bag. I need something that's going to give me about 2 inches more on the actual width of the bag. The length is phenomenal. It feels good. It doesn't set weird. It sets right at the lower part of your back, middle part, upper part, so it's well divided that way. It's just for me, as far as width goes, there's that. Now, that is a personal thing, and that is something that I'm currently working on. And when I get it down to where I need it to be, I will definitely come back to this bag. But as of right now, I just can't keep it. I would feel bad. And I thought, you know what? There's somebody out there that wants this bag, loves this bag, and will give this bag a good home. So I'm going to find that person, and I'm going to give this bag to that person. I'll probably do some kind of giveaway or contest or something. I don't know. I'm not really sure what to do with that. But yeah, if you have ideas on that, comment below, and I'm sure.
Keep an eye on Media Unlock's social media, guys, and we'll have a link to that competition once it happens.
See, he already cut me off, but that was where I was going. Leave a comment below on this video, or get in touch with David over at Media Unlocked. And when we do the giveaway, it will be a partnership between me and him. We'll figure out who we're going to give it to. I'll cover the shipping on it. It has to be inside the lower 48. Sorry, everybody else that follows David from like Australia and New Zealand and China and India and all that stuff. But we will give the bag away. It'll go to a good home. And I would love to see photos of you guys using it. Again, I think it's a phenomenal bag. I think Think Tank really knocked it out of the park with this bag. And I'm really sad that I can't keep it. I'm really sad that I can't keep it because it fits my style. It's my thing. It's my brand. I love this bag. I just can't keep it. So yeah, there's the bag. The BackStory 15. I'm really sad I'm having to let go of it. Yeah, so somebody's gonna be happy though. So yeah, my name is Gustavo. I'm here in partnership with Media Unlocked. Leave some comments below, ask some questions. I'll be monitoring the comment section as well from my YouTube channel. I'm sure David will monitor it as well. Check us both out on social media. We're gonna leave the links right here. And yeah, give us a shout. Let us know what you think about it, all right?
Let's go.